A lifetime in repeat.
What's going on, guys? Savage here. Kind of go over a quick video with you guys to for you guys to actually get a good understanding of right now what champions are very strong, what you can do to win. This is going to be for the console edition right here. I do have a PC. I'm going to go do PC edition. I'm also going to be doing a version of what's going to be good coming up in the future patch, which will be coming up pretty soon. Now, this always just depends on what kind of class you like to play too. So, for instance, DPS. Let's kind of go over them first because they're usually the first ones on there. So, one of my favorites, Reaper. Reaper is just so powerful. Not only can he get in your face, he just has some serious damage. If you have the aim for it, fantastic. He can just do so much. Now, we're going to kind of go over his skills of why that is. So, of course, everyone knows he has 2 shotguns. So, you already know that's going to be some serious damage, especially when he gets up close. Now, his Shadow Step, very good to get behind the enemy. Now, a lot of people need to learn how to do that. A lot of people want to run up in front of everybody without actually getting like an advantage over people. That is where a lot of people mess up. Now, you gotta. Reaper's very good at situational kind of stuff. He finds people, gets behind the enemy line, and then just starts going to town. Sometimes you can do that, sometimes you can't. Best Reapers that I've seen right here, including myself trying to do it, it's just the best to get behind your targets and just go crazy. And of course, whenever you do, you can also use your ultimate, which is the Death Blossom. If you can get behind a group of people and use Death Blossom, triples, doubles, pentakills, like it is just phenomenal. One of the better DPS ults that I have seen around. Now, of course, you're vulnerable during that time, but the thing is, though, it's like if you do a surprise attack, a lot of people don't have enough time to react, and then they die. A couple people can counter him, such as like a D.va. Reinhardt can block some of his stuff. Roadhog can hook, and there's also a couple of other people too, but those are one of the ones that I see the most of. Next is going to be his Wrath form. Now, I love his Wrath form. This is why I like him as a DPS, because his Wrath form can just do some crazy stuff, like you get hooked, you get shot, you're in danger. Just go, you actually go invulnerable. You make it so no one can touch you whatsoever. It is just, to me, that is just one of the best things ever. Like, I mean, just the fact that you can actually just go in and just kind of just like pretend like freaking nothing is happening to you right there. People shooting at you and just like nothing. They can't even hurt you. Now, and one of the other cool things I really like about Reaper is not only because he can get behind his target, he can go invulnerable, and then he can do some serious damage just with his basic attack and also his ultimate, which is one of the better DPS ults. But you also have his reaping right here, which I really do enjoy. Like, once you kill someone, and I'm going to show you right here, once you kill someone right here, boom, take that health right there. So you can just stay alive for so long. I love it. One of the best DPS, especially for console. It's just super powerful, and I think that if you're trying to win, for sure, it'd be him. Now, a lot of people also would like to say Genji. Genji is very skill-based, probably one of the better skill-based people. Play him now. While he's still strong, he's getting a pretty hard nerf. But, guys, he has a very strong kit, too. His Dragon Blade is fantastic. His Shurikens are pretty good. Fair damage, I'd say. I mean, it's all about making sure you can get all that damage to get the ultimate going on right here. You have a deflect right here. I love his deflect. I mean, you can stop so many people. I mean, I shit you not, it is one of the best things that I've seen, as well as his Swift Strike. You're just so mobile. You can kind of just fly around, just do some crazy stuff there. So I really like it. And then, of course, one of his best things is, just like I said, he is mobile. So he's got the double jumps. He has wall climbs. He has stuff to kind of like get away from people, especially with console users. And I take that with a grain of salt, because I've seen some very good console users. But I play PC too, and PC is super accurate. And even PC, I would say he's still just good, just in general. But I mean, like, you can just dodge, maneuver. You can get past people who aren't really the best. And it's just really nice to see. So he is very hard to learn, but very powerful once you do. So, and then of course for the DPSs and stuff right here, we have like McCree's. Okay, I'm not really a big fan of McCree. I don't think that he has like I said, Reaper is definitely the best win rate at the moment, DPS wise. Pharah's pretty good too. I mean, she could just fly around the map. She is just she can get some serious surprise attacks on people, and her ultimate is quite nice. I mean, like, it's okay. I mean, for me, it's okay. I'm not really the biggest fan, and even on the even on the ranking system, she's not the highest for DPS, but that ult right there can do some serious, especially if you're not paying attention. But I definitely like it. I definitely like Reaper's more than hers. So, and then of course Tracer, which is a super maneuverous one right there, which a lot of people like to play. Her win rate on console isn't the best. It's okay, but it's not the best. So, if you want my opinion, DPS, Reaper, or Genji. But be careful with Genji, because if you get too good with Genji and the patch comes out, you're going to be upset because they're going to nerf him pretty hard. Next thing we're going to go with is situational people, which is going to be your next category of people, which is like Bastion, Junkrat, you know, all those right here. So let's kind of go over Bastion since he's the first one. Now, I like Bastion, I really do. He can be good if you know how to position yourself. His ultimate's great, turns into a freaking tank. I mean, come on, plus gives yourself more health and just does some serious damage. You can clear out the team, and it's just some serious stuff there. He has a heal for himself right there. Only thing with Bastion is, just like I said, situation. Either one, you are just too keen with finding good areas to hide, or you got like a Reinhardt, D.va, someone blocking you, because he just does so much damage when he's sitting down. I mean, I'll tell you what, when he is sitting down inside of his inside of this form right here, he just, I mean, that's a tank, and he just goes down like nothing. So, but also vulnerable, can't move, can't do stuff like that. So he's very strong. He has a pretty decent rate on console right there. I would say one of the better win rates that I'm seeing for situational players right there is Trebjorn, which, I mean, it's so obvious of why Trebjorn is very good. Like, a lot of people don't like seeing Trebjorn just because of this guy right here. His turret, oh my god, is one of the most irritating things to deal with. Like, look at it, it's never gonna miss. If it's on you, it's gonna hit you. And he can also make it stronger. And with his ultimate, he can have a stage 3 with it, and then he just becomes super strong too. So Trebjorn can be very powerful, very annoying. And for console players, oh my lord, like I said, like, people will always say that PC is gonna be a little bit more accurate than console. So if you have someone that has an auto lock-in, you're good to go. I think his win rate's at about like 58%, which is very good. That's I mean, that's an F, a lot of people would say, but that is highest. Like I said, the next highest would be her, would be Semester, but she's at about a 60% win rate, which is fantastic. But we'll go over her in a little bit. So Trebjorn, one of the best ones that I could say. That's for PC and for console. If you look up the stats, there's a couple sites to go and take a look at it. Not only with just that, but with actual people's opinions. He's one of the better ones there. Of course, next thing we're gonna have, other than Bastion and Trebjorn, is Junkrat. He's one of my personal favorites right here because it's just his splash damage. He can clear out people so bad. I mean, his Riptire is good too. You can get some serious stuff with Riptire, but it's just, for me, it just depends. Like, if you got a good enough person that can like shoot that down before anyone sees it, it's useless. But you got to be sneaky, as you can tell. So. But you can do some serious stuff right there. If anything, like with his mines and his traps and stuff like that, you can just do so much. If you're good enough to do it, you can just shoot around. His splash damage is fantastic, and you can kind of just steel trap mines. I mean, he's just one of the better situational people. And I absolutely love that. Mei is good too. Mei's getting a buff coming up in the next patch, but I mean, right now she's good. She's very annoying. I wouldn't say she's better than some of the other ones, but she is good. Don't get me wrong, she has a pretty good win rate, but not one of my personal favorites. And I feel like and with the buff that she's getting, I think she'll get more playtime in the next patch for sure. So, and then of course the Widowmaker, but you know, I don't really see too much Widowmaker, honestly. Like, I do if you're really good, but like, you really got to be a good sniper. You really got to know what you're doing. Plus, she doesn't really get on the point very much. You do like to have people that get on that point. But Hanzo right now has a decent win rate as well. It's like Widow and Hanzo. I think Hanzo's a little bit higher than Widowmaker, but Hanzo is going to get a serious buff coming up in the next patch, and you will see him a lot more. So right now he's meh, but practice up on him because you will see a lot of him inside the next patch. So my opinions for situational: Trebjorn, Junkrat, Bastion, if that. Man, and even Bastion is situational, so really it's just Trebjorn and Junkrat for like a for sure always, especially for defense for him for sure. But I've seen him on offense too. Depends on how you play him. So the next thing we're gonna go for is tanks, and this is my favorite class right here. I love it. I love this class right here. So one of my absolute favorites for console, especially console, is D.va. I mean PC too, but D.va for sure. She is so powerful right now. She's getting a little bit of a nerf the next patch, to her reflect. She's gonna, or to the absorbing of the bullets and whatnot. That's gonna be changed up a little bit. But I mean, she's just so powerful right now. She can carry your team. So I mean, if you're good, you can carry the team. They're not ultimate, My God, that ultimate is just something beautiful. I mean, just that self-destruct, especially if you know how to place them. Like, I mean, a lot of people would just put it down right there on the floor. I shoot mine up in the air and let it fall down on people. It's just, it's fantastic, and I really do like it a lot. So, but I mean, there's also like, I mean, you can get your mecha back whenever you're down. I mean, you can fly. I mean, come on, the mobility and the just what you can do with her is just best. So I would say she's one of the best tanks right now, honestly. Console for sure. Next, and this is my personal favorite as well. This is more for PC. I mean, console, yes, too. Don't get me wrong. Console players can land the hook, but Roadhog is like one of my favorites for sure. Now, he's a more of an offensive tank. Now, he does not have his. He doesn't have like a lot of abilities to actually like block, kind of like Reinhardt does in D.va. But my God, his hooks are just vicious. If you can get those hooks on the squishy people, I mean, it's a freaking shotgun. I mean, come on. So if you can land a serious chain hook right here, I mean, you can just do that hook, shoot him up, punch him. I mean, it is just a serious destruction there. Now his ult's nice too. It's definitely good for situational stuff. Like I feel like it wouldn't be nice if it was a little bit stronger, but I mean, it's good just to at least push him away, especially for when you're having control and whatnot. And then you also can have a heal. Go fucking heal. Come on, that's great. So, I mean, you could be your own freaking tank and also your own freaking heal, so I think that's great. One of the best tanks, though, like literally tanky, is going to be Reinhardt. So, and he has a great win rate at the moment. So, I mean, he just has the ability to kind of just move people where he wants them. Now, what I mean is like he has the barriers. He can kind of walk around people. He does have like one move to swing at right there. He does swing, which a lot of people know already. He swings around and stuff like that. And then he has that charge, and that's a serious charge there. So, and I really do like it a lot. You could just do some serious damage. I mean, it's pretty much a one shot if you're a squishy, if you can get it on. But and then his Earth Shatter can just change the game right there. It just makes it so that not only, I mean, it doesn't do the most damage, but that's not really what it's meant for. It's meant to kind of push them all down. They're all CC'd, and your team can just do some serious work. And then you have Winston. I'm not really a big fan of Winston. I don't think he's very that good. And honestly, and I just don't think he does enough damage. He's really tanky, but I think he needs more damage. The Zyra, I do like Zyra right there. She's good if you have another tank with you. So if you have a Reinhardt and a Zyra, fantastic right there. So I really think that it's good, and I like it a lot. Like she has Surge to push them all together. She has a lot of CC areas. She has the barriers to protect everybody, and just like she just has tons of stuff. And with barriers and damage, she just gets more damage, a laser, and also a shot. So honestly, situational with everything, I would say if you're gonna go tanks right there, go D.va, Reinhardt, Zyra, or Reinhardt, Roadhog, especially for if you want to get a confirmed win. You'd like to have two tanks right there. As you can see, there is a trend because Reinhardt is super tanky, and you can kind of move it in whichever kind of position that you want. But I like having Reinhardt for sure, but you can also have like D.va, Zyra, Roadhog, Zyra. So you could do it either way. You can have like all Reinhardts and have one of the others, or you can have Zyra on one of the others, because Zyra buffs up tanks and just makes it so that her effectiveness is just so much better on tanks. I mean, squishies too, yes, don't get me wrong, but I mean, tanks for sure. So kind of work it out that way. But honestly, the best really are going to be like Reinhardt and Zyra to really win stuff right there, and then D.va too for sure. So it depends on how you're doing things. If you're going to solo stuff, D.va, or solo, or add them with a group. So, and last but not least, we have the supports. Now this one's going to be short, quick, and to the point. Now, okay, now I like Semestra. We're going to go over Semestra. She has literally the highest win rate out of all systems because she just has so much situational stuff. Not only because, and this is mainly because of this guy right here, the teleporter, one of the best skills that I have seen on a character, because it does exactly what you want it to do. Push it close, make sure that it's not getting caught. Everyone comes through. It just makes it so that your team is where they need to be and you don't lose stuff. Next thing, I mean, she does give a little bit of a shield. It's okay. It's not really the best shield right there. I mean, that could get buffed up to 50 easy, but right now it's only 25. And then her turns are super irritating. They can get nuked down with like a Winston or like somebody who can do some really good splash damage, or someone who can really get rid of stuff like that. But I mean, they're really strong, and she can get some serious plays of the game just from that. So her gun's really not all that great. Really, you're only looking for is the teleporter and then the sentry turns. I mean, you can get the beam, and if you jump around and be annoying, you can do some serious stuff. But literally 60% win rate, one of the best win rates at the moment. Then of course we're gonna have we're gonna go over healers right now. Zenyatta. Now I really like Zenyatta. He used to be one of the weakest characters. Now he's one of the better ones right now. Not only does he have some good damage, but he has his ultimate, which does some serious stuff right here. Now, as you can tell, he shoots out orbs right there, which actually does damage. So you can be a DPS and a healer. You want to be more of a healer because that heals just do some serious heals, and you're invulnerable. No one can hurt you while you're in that. Now his orb of discord. Now I love his orb. It makes it so that when you have an orb, everyone on your team does 50% more damage to it. Now that will get changed pretty soon. Just so you guys know that I think it's getting buffed or nerfed. Excuse me. But I mean, I'm assuming he's still gonna be pretty strong in play, but we'll see how the next patch works. And yes, he also has a heal, so very good for someone who wants to do some DPS with their heals. Now Lucio is also again one of the better healers in this patch at the moment. Mainly because of sound barrier, which gives his whole team some serious damage. Or excuse me, some serious shield, excuse me, which can do some pretty good capping, especially if that's what you're trying to go for. The next thing we really have I mean, he has his heal, his amp it up. I mean, he has speed. I mean, the mobility is what a lot of people like on him too. I mean, he has a AoE heal, which is okay. It's not really the best thing ever that I've seen right there, but I mean, you can switch it from back and forth. You can switch the heal and you can switch the speed, and it's not bad. And then of course he has like a little push, and I mean, it's okay. It's really not really the best thing in the world, but it's alright. And then the final thing he has is also his wall run, which can do some serious stuff. I mean, like, you just run all on the walls and whatnot, and you're pretty much like the most annoying thing ever. So if you're gonna go for healers, Zenyatta and Lucio for this patch. Mercy is it's not as strong. She is getting a buff in next patch, but it's not terrible. I mean, she's good. I like her. But you'll see more and more play from next patch. So, and then yeah, guys, and that's, I mean, really, when it comes to the current meta at the moment, that's kind of what they have at the moment. Ana's alright too. She's okay. I see her played more in PC than I do in console. But I mean, she's not bad. She really isn't. So I mean, she's definitely very good with the Reinhardt. So if you have a buddy that loves Reinhardt or loves to be a tank, Roadhog, D.va, well, I mean, Zyra's okay. I mean, I really want to do it with her. Her ultimate is just fantastic, and I'll kind of go over that right now. I mean, just like, I mean, this is one reason why a lot of people do want to play her though, because I mean, she does have like her healing shots, and she does decent damage, puts some people to sleep, and does like grenades. So I mean, she's not terrible. Other people would play different ones, but that's what you want right there. That ultimate right there just does serious damage. I mean, Reinhardt does decent damage, but when you add it to him right there, this is a great video for it too. You can just do work, seriously. But yeah, guys, if you're gonna go for a supporty kind of person, heals, you always want to have like Zenyatta and Lucio for sure. Semestra depends on, it's situational, very situational. So Lucio, Zenyatta, and that's really about it right there. You can try Ana. I mean, depends, situational. But really, if you want to win, Lucio and Zenyatta for sure. Having one of those guys or both on the team, you usually want both on the team to really make it more of an impact. That's usually the best thing. But anyway, guys, yeah, guys, this is Savage. Kind of wanted to just go over what I do, because I do play a lot of Overwatch. Not only do I play console, I do play on PC as well. I try to stream both, try to show you guys my gameplays, my advice. I try to give you guys everything that I can to try to make you guys' game style a little bit better, or just to give you a good time, just be entertaining and whatnot. So, but yeah, guys, thanks for sitting in here, talking with me about champs and whatnot. And I will be doing video about PC specifically, and also we'll be doing a video on the new champions to be playing inside of the current patch on the PTR. But anyway, guys, I'm out of here, guys, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.
Rob Stone, 2 damn phones, Babylons can't crack the code. Used to sip out styrofoam, but figured